Alright guys, my name is Chris Gutierrez. I'm a paramedic and a power stroke mechanic, and I specialize in the Ford Power Stroke engine, specifically the 6.0, from time to time 7.3. But between my paramedic background and my mechanic background, I'll be able to answer any question you might have about this ambulance. So this is a 2008 wheeled coach ambulance type 3, and it only has 92,000 miles on it. So I'm going to give you a walk around, and then we'll start going through the compartments and into the back and into the cab. And we will, I'm sorry if I'm too close. Let me see if I can get back this up a little bit. That's better. We're going to go underneath the chassis. I'm going to show you this thing is absolutely rust free. It doesn't even look like it's been driven in the rain. This is probably one of the cleanest engines and chassis I've ever seen, and it's never been touched. There's certain telltale signs you can tell if it's ever had an EGR cooler done, turbo done, anything like that. Oh, there's some street racers over there. And it hasn't had any work done to it, which is great. I mean, it only has 92,000 miles, so I wouldn't expect too much to have been done to it. But yeah, you'll see it on what I mean when we pop the hood and I crawl underneath there with the camera. It's super clean. So let's start with the compartment number 1. This is the oxygen compartment. And there is the tank holder there, and it has a regulator. Now the regulator has a high pressure line. As you can see, there's 2 hoses coming off of that. That's because there's a gauge on the action wall inside, so you can see exactly how much you have left in the tank just by looking at the gauge on the wall. So you don't have to come out here and look at the tank, which is typically how most ambulances are. So that's compartment number 1. Compartment number 2, this has an adjustable shelf in there. There's just some jack stuff in there, but you can put extrication equipment in here, restock supplies, whatever you need there. This is the backboard compartment back here. Big and roomy. There's a divider here with shelving. So you could put headbeds up there, or towels, or whatever you use to pad the patient's head with. And then underneath you could put like a folding flat on that side, and you could put about 4 backboards on the other side there, or a scoop stretcher, or a CAD, whatever you might use. And then these are the back doors. We'll go in there next, but let me finish getting these outside compartments. This compartment here, this would typically be for your bunker gear, your turnout gear, SCBA, well, not SCBA tanks, but basically your jacket, your boots, and your pants would go there. SCBA tanks down here, 2, and then you have, there's space for 3 extra D tanks for oxygen. There's that, and then this is the compartment for your jump bags, your monitor, portable suction, all that stuff would go there. Down here is a pull-out tray, and there's 3 batteries down there. And those are Odyssey batteries. Those are like $350 a pop. There's like $1,000 worth of batteries right there. So the 08, actually from 04 up, there isn't a battery under the hood. They're all in the side compartment on a Type 3 for the Fords. The 03 and earlier, there's 1 battery under the hood and 3 in the side, but this 08 only has the 3 in the side. There's nothing under the hood there. So let me fire it up, and then we'll climb in the back. We'll start going through that stuff. And let's see. Alright, and it's hotter than a hornet today, so I'm going to get that air conditioner. Well, I'll wait a minute for the air conditioning. It might drown out my voice. So this is the back. Let me give you a good look. Let me back out and give you a look at this. One of the first things you might notice, it has floor mounts for either a Furno or a Striker. So the Furno would utilize this if it's like a Model 28Z, or if you have the Striker, obviously your lockdown bar would be over there. And then up here it's got the options for either or. So if, regardless of what kind of gurney you use, this ambulance will work out for you either way. And I actually have lockdown bars for Furno or Striker. So just let me know what kind of gurney you use, and I can get you squared away with the lockdown bar. So over here we've got cabinets here. So all your shelves are adjustable, of course, if you want to move that. So there's your typical ambulance shelves there. It has two huge drawers, which is convenient. And you can create dividers and do whatever you want to do. This here is a shallow space for restraints, soft restraints, whatever you might happen to use. You can put extra belts in there. Up above the rear doors, there's some more space there, typically for gloves. It's not a very big compartment, but you can put extra boxes of gloves up there. There's two IV hooks on the gurney side and one over the bench seat. Then you've got the CPR seat over there. There is a really shallow space underneath, so you can put emesis basins, bedpans, urinals, maybe a pillow or a blanket under there. And then you have the back there, and that can come down if you want more counter space. You can have more counter space like that, but in most instances you would leave it like that. Then over here on the action wall, there's a lockable narcotics locker, so you could lock your narcs up there. There's a key for that. Big space above for whatever you want to do, oxygen mask, cannulas, BVMs, suction equipment. There's more space down there for that type of stuff as well. And then we have the action wall. The radios are staying in the ambulance, so what you see there is going to stay. So I don't know if you use Motorola's. If you do, there you go. There's a blood pressure monitor doohickey over there, and the suction canister below it. This is my tester, this suction regulator. I don't have an extra one, and I need this one, so I have it connected just so I can show you that the suction works. Let me do that real quick. So you see in the bag here, put my finger over that, and you see the needle climb. For your suction, that works great. And air conditioning, which I could really use right now. So that is there, and that feels great. And then we got the settings. So that is on high, and then right here you have, that's medium and low. Low's pretty wimpy, but in the winter, maybe, I don't know.